love this CD. So like we were talking on Twitter the other night, like who buys CDs anymore? Do you guys buy CDs? Because I don't. And so Miranda came over to my house one time and she's like laughing at me because I don't have any like new CDs. But who buys CDs anymore? We download everything. Do you guys buy CDs? Cheers to you. It is a busy day. I'm getting a totally late start. 1 o'clock. That's it, 1 o'clock. I wanted to tell you guys I'm kind of really excited. I think my new website's going to be up, what is today? Wednesday? Probably you'll see the first look by Sunday. I'm kind of one of those, I should probably put it up sooner and then just fill in the content later. But what I have a feeling I'm going to do is leave this blog here, and then the new site, which is going to have a lot more than just fitness. It'll have everything that I'm working on and doing, and that's going to be up, like I said, hopefully by Sunday. There's just a lot, because it's not just fitness anymore. I'm trying to make it perfect, and I probably should just get it up. By the way, do you guys like the shirt? I showed this to you before. This is Jenny Lynn from her clothing line, and you can check it out on jljapparel.com or Jenny Lynn Fitness. There's a link to her site. And I will be down with Jenny Lynn in Dallas right after the holiday weekend. We've been trying to get together, but with our crazy schedules, we haven't been able to coordinate it. So I will be down there with her, and that's when you'll start to see her new site explode. Long story short is we don't want to promote it until I'm down there with her working on exactly what we're going to have up there. And again, that's me. You know, she's my client. I want everything to be perfect before it's out there. You know, we don't want to put something up that's kind of like, here's a teaspoon. The rest of the cup is coming later. Just look at a few granules of sugar. It's going to be a cake. I don't do that. At least I try not to. But anyway, things are going really well, you guys. Like I said, it'll be almost four weeks Friday of giving up all of the fake stuff, and I feel really good about it. And I've started to really look into some of these other bloggers that I've been a fan of for a while, but that are really doing, a lot of them are vegetarian and vegan. I can never be vegetarian totally or vegan. I like seafood. I really like a good steak once in a while, so that's not going to happen. But there's so much good, like really healthy, all natural, organic food, and I really like looking into this. And most importantly, that's the key, is like, I'm doing this because I want to, because I feel good about it, not because everybody else is doing it, not because somebody told me that I should do it, or not because Jay said that that's what I should do, or anybody. I'm doing what I feel is best for my body, and like I said, I'm really working on physically kind of detoxing my body, getting out all the crap, simplifying what I'm eating, so that I can get my body back to a normal state. I've had some major changes go on that I think are reflective of a whole myriad sources of stress and change and input into my body that was just too much. And that, you know, combined with a very, very intense training program, you know, it's just time to take a step back, simplify, get much better on putting in high quality, like I said, high quality, clean, organic, healthy foods, a really solid workout program that I enjoy and that's varied. You know, like I said, I want to start doing yoga again. I want to incorporate Pilates. I don't want to just do one one kind of training that I'm doing, excuse me, for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You've really got to make sure that you're doing what you love. And I know that might sound silly to all of you guys, but I think a lot of us do that. You know, and I found myself being guilty of that. Taking the boots off. Doing things because, you know, everybody else is doing it. Whether it's turbulence training or, you know, HIIT, or if it's Body for Life or whatever, you do it because everybody else is doing it, and then everybody has their input. And it just tends to be a lot of noise. And sometimes you have to tune it out and find out what's best for you. And that's kind of what I'm in the process of doing. And, you know, in addition to that, I'm really trying to focus on trying to create a, you know, I think I mentioned this to you guys before. I'm trying to work on, you know, improving my body and my mind. okay? And that means when I talk about improving my mind, that means, you know, I'm a positive person. You guys always ask me, how do I stay so motivated? How do I stay so happy? You know, even when times are tough. And that's a choice. But you have to continually pour in good and positive stuff into your mind. A lot of that can be reading books. It can be, you know, for some people it's meditation. Sometimes it's yoga and meditation, whatever it is. But you have to pursue that. And for me, one of the key things that I need to do that I haven't been doing in the past is really just removing unnecessary stress. And everybody might go, we all have stress, how can you remove it? Well, there's two ways of dealing with stress. There's getting rid of stress that you don't need to have in your life. And that means cutting out, you know, if it's a toxic job, if it's a toxic relationship, you've got to cut it out of your life. Sometimes it's hard, you know, but you have to do it. Because if you have a person or an individual in your life that is only discouraging you and condemning you, or you're fighting with this person, or it's just nothing but negativity and it's causing you angst and anxiety and stress, that's not good. And believe me, I have learned painfully the past year how much that has an effect on everything you do. Everything you do. Because stress is going to manifest itself either inside of you, you know, with mental and emotional turmoil, or in your body physically. You can get sick, you can have skin issues, you can have stomach issues, some people turn to alcohol, some people turn to drugs, whatever. You've got to find a way to deal with stress. And sometimes it's unfortunate, but sometimes you have to really just cut out certain people and relationships that aren't doing anything to enrich and enhance your life. And that's not about being selfish, people. That's just about saying, okay, you know what? All I'm doing here is getting upset and stressing myself out and feeling down and discouraged and hurt. And if that's all you're getting, it's time to move on, because life is too short. It's too short to have that diluting everything else that you're doing. And I'm personally not going to do it. And the other lesson that I'm learning is, especially as I'm starting to become involved in so many more ventures and meeting more people, is, you know, I tend to meet these people that want to just, you know, argue with me, and they're very, I've shared it with you, just juvenile. And I find myself, you know, wanting to engage this conversation with whatever individual it might be, you know, saying, I guess really essentially what I'm trying to do is like prove my point. Like, this is ridiculous, and I want to show you why it's ridiculous. Guess what? That's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my energy. If I think that somebody is inappropriate or being mean to me or hateful to me or whatever, then I need to just let it go and not spend my time even thinking about it 1 second longer, because those types of people that are bitter and jealous and angry and hateful and lie, you can't even break through. I have learned that the hard way. There's nothing that you can do to change them. That change has to come from within. And it's something that I'm beginning to realize is I cannot allow myself to let these kind of people affect what I'm doing and affect how it's going to affect everything I'm doing, my training, my work, my business, my relationships, everything. Everything is overlapped, and you have to decide what you're allowing into your life, because that's kind of like the key here. You've got to take responsibility. You've got to realize if you're upset and stressed out, you're allowing certain things in your life. Don't get me wrong. If you lose your job, I lost my job, people, my company went bankrupt, you know, if you're in a divorce, been there, done that, you know, I didn't ask for that. But at the same time, how long are you going to let it define you? How long are you going to let it be, that's the reason I get up every day and I'm in a bad mood? That's a choice that we all make. And that's one of the big things that I'm working on, and I encourage you guys to work on it too, because it's really helping me. It's helping me realize, you know what, I have so much more time in my day when I'm not giving into negativity and people that just, you know, you're not going to change them. You're not going to change them. So that's all there is to it. I got shoes for you, but look, I'm at 9:30. Tommy, hold on. Shoes are coming.